5 wins. 9 races. That has not happened since 1987. And the way it went down at Kansas Speedway, fuel drama, a last lap overtake, a car running dead last causing absolute chaos, this was not just a race. This was a moment that will be talked about for years. Tyler Reddick just made history. And right alongside that history, there is a storm brewing in the garage that nobody wants to talk about openly, but everybody is talking about. So let's get into both stories right now because trust me, you need to hear all of it. Kansas Speedway. Sunday. The Advent Health 400. Tyler Reddick, driving the number 45 Toyota for 2311 Racing, the team co-owned by Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin, started from the pole position. He beat Hamlin in qualifying by just 0.019 seconds. That is not a gap. That is barely a heartbeat. And from that moment, you already knew this race was going to be something special. The green flag drops and immediately Reddick and Hamlin are going at it. Side by side. Lap after lap. They made contact on lap 2. Actual contact. 2 teammates, 2 championship contenders, banging doors at Kansas Speedway. But then Hamlin cleared him on lap 4 and took over completely. He led 75 of the first 80 laps. He grabbed the Stage 1 win without breaking a sweat. Denny Hamlin looked like a man on a mission. Win number 62 looked inevitable. Stage 2 and Kyle Larson woke up. He cleared Hamlin on the restart and started putting on a clinic. And during that stage, Larson passed Kevin Harvick for the most all-time laps led at Kansas Speedway. A record that had stood for years, gone, just like that, in the middle of the stage. Meanwhile, Reddick had his own scare. He brushed the wall in turn 1 and got on the radio telling his team his steering column felt slightly off-center. The car was not right. And yet here he was, still in the fight. But what happened next changed everything. With about 10 laps left, Reddick made his move. He took the lead from Hamlin. At that point it looked like a clean ride to the finish line. Reddick out front, car fast enough, championship leader doing what championship leaders do. And then, with 2 laps to go, the car sputtered. It hesitated. Tyler Reddick ran out of fuel. He screamed on the radio. And standing on pit road, Michael Jordan put his hands on his head. The wind was slipping away in real time. But Reddick's team had prepared for this. He switched to a reserve fuel pump, saved the car, but by then Hamlin had blown right past him and retaken the lead. Denny Hamlin was now seconds away from the white flag. Win number 62 was right there. He could almost touch it. And then Cody Ware happened. Running dead last. 6 laps down. Cody Ware spun out on lap 266. Caution flag. The entire race was thrown into overtime. Everything Hamlin had built, those 131 laps led, that commanding performance, that near-perfect race, all of it was now going to come down to a 2-lap shootout. Hamlin picked the inside line for the restart. Smart call. Kyle Larson lined up behind him on the inside of row 2. The green flag waved and Larson immediately dove low. Hamlin got caught in the middle, the worst possible position on a restart. Both Reddick and Larson cleared him. Reddick even made contact with Christopher Bell in the chaos, pushing Bell into the outside wall. It was pure madness out there. Larson led at the white flag. Reddick was second. 1 lap left. Everything on the line. And then the top lane opened up. Reddick got a massive run. He dove under Larson in the final corner and grabbed the win right at the line. Chase Briscoe, who had restarted 11th on 4 fresh tires, charged all the way through the field to finish 3rd. Hamlin dropped to 4th. Bubba Wallace came home 5th. All 4 2311 cars finished inside the top 15. 5 wins in 9 races. The last driver to do that was Dale Earnhardt in 1987. Only 4 drivers in the entire history of this sport have ever done it. And Tyler Reddick is now one of them. Climbing out of the car, Reddick kept it simple. He said these late race restarts get crazy, and that he was honestly shocked he was able to get to the inside of Larson the way he did. And then with Michael Jordan standing right there on pit road, Reddick delivered the line that fans are now repeating everywhere. He said, "You have got to deliver for Boss Man. If he is going to come hang out with us, we have got to get him wins." Michael Jordan completely lost it. He threw his famous fist pump, grabbed the checkered flag right out of Reddick's hands, and could not stop praising his driver. Jordan said this kid is on fire, that he does not even know what to say, and that he has no idea how to cool him down. And then Jordan gave a sly little dig, because remember, his co-owner and business partner Denny Hamlin was the guy who just got beat. Jordan said he was racing against Denny and really wanted to beat him because he knew they were going to talk trash later. Denny Hamlin was crushed. He led a race-high 131 laps. He was seconds from the win. And he lost it because a car running 6 laps down wrecked at the worst possible moment. He did not hide his frustration. He told Motor Racing Network straight up he needed Cody Ware, running dead last, not to wreck. And when Fox Sports reporter Jamie Little asked him why he looked more upset than usual, Hamlin just said add it all up. This is now the 2nd year in a row Hamlin has lost a Kansas win in the closing laps. Over the last 2 Kansas races, he has led 290 laps combined and has 0 trophies to show for it. 0. And just when everyone thought they knew how this story would end, here comes the second storyline. And this one is Messier. Back in October 2024, 23XI Racing and Front Row Motorsports filed a major antitrust lawsuit against NASCAR. It went to trial in December 2025, lasted 8 uncomfortable days, and ended with NASCAR agreeing to settle. 23XI reportedly walked away with a massive payout, permanent charters they had been fighting for, and more influence over how the sport operates going forward. Then 2026 started. Reddick won Daytona. Then Atlanta. Then Talladega. Then Darlington. Now Kansas. 5 wins in 9 races. And fans are not staying quiet about it. The chatter coming out of the paddock is getting loud. Drivers and fans are openly questioning how dominant 23XI has become this quickly. The claims being thrown around are serious, that Reddick's car might have hidden aerodynamic advantages, that his cornering grip looks above normal, that his straight-line speed seems stronger than it should be, that tire wear on the 45 car looks unusually low compared to everyone else. There is even talk about subtle aero tweaks that are difficult to detect during inspections and ballast positioning that improves weight distribution in ways that are hard to catch. Social media is on fire. One fan wrote that all you need to do is sue NASCAR and then you get the okay to cheat. Another pointed out that Jordan sues NASCAR and his drivers end up first and second in points, and asked if that is really a coincidence. Some fans are claiming that 23XI cars are nearly 3/10 of a second faster than the rest of the field. Others are pointing to broadcasters Mike Joy, Clint Bowyer, and Kevin Harvick reportedly calling out 23XI for running an 850 horsepower motor in a 750 horsepower race at Talladega. After the Darlington win, Brad Keselowski poured fuel on the fire. He had led 142 laps and finished second. He said he tried everything to make Reddick's life difficult in those final 50 laps and that Reddick was simply faster when it counted. He congratulated Tyler, but made it clear questions remain. Reddick pushed back hard. He said they race what NASCAR gives them. He pointed out that his car was fast but also broken for a long time at Darlington, and that winning there while fighting electrical problems is not cheating, it is execution under pressure. And here's what you need to understand before you make up your mind. There is 0 official confirmation of anything wrong. NASCAR has not opened any investigation. Technical inspections at Daytona, Atlanta, and Talladega all came back completely clean. No team has been penalized. Nothing illegal has been found. The other side of this argument is straightforward. Last year, 23XI was in the middle of a lawsuit and did not even know if they would have a team in 2026. Now they have settlement money, permanent charters, a locked-in future, and the financial security to pour everything into performance. Stability breeds speed. And Tyler Reddick is simply one of the best drivers in the sport right now, operating with complete confidence behind him. But here is the reality of NASCAR and sports in general. When someone wins like this, 3/10 faster than the field, Michael Jordan at every single race, a historic stat not touched since Earnhardt in 1987, people start asking questions. That is just how it works. Whether those questions are competitive frustration from rivals who got beat fair and square, or whether there is something deeper here that NASCAR needs to look at more carefully, right now, nobody officially knows. What we do know is this. Tyler Reddick is the hottest driver in NASCAR. 23XI Racing is the most dominant team in the sport right now. The championship lead is 105 points and growing. And with every win, the pressure on everyone around them builds higher. Denny Hamlin is watching his co-owner's other driver run away with the title. Brad Keselowski is asking questions publicly. Fans are screaming on social media. And NASCAR is watching all of it very carefully, even if they have not said a word officially yet. The 2026 season is only 9 races old and we already have a historic performance, a bitter rivalry inside the same team, and a controversy that could explode at any moment. Whether you think Reddick is just that good, or whether you think something does not add up, one thing is absolutely certain. You cannot look away from this season. Not for a single lap. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Do you think 23XI is clean, or do you think NASCAR needs to take a much closer look? And if you want to stay locked in on every twist and turn of this championship battle, hit subscribe because this story is nowhere near finished.